You guys, you do not even know what is about to happen. But it is so exciting. Oh boy. Okay, you guys. We do be home. In this box is something so exciting. Something I have been saving for months to be able to get. I am really, really excited to show you. I am nervous. I ordered this not yesterday. Well, yeah, I ordered this yesterday at 1 in the morning. Shall we open it? Ah! Any address you see on here is my P.O. box address. Oh my God, I'm... Ah! You guys! I have not purchased one of these. I have purchased a rehab one of these that bit the dust at one point. I have not purchased one of these in over a year. Just like sitting here in this moment, freaking out. By the way, these are the best things in the world. Oh, you guys, like my stomach, I could like go to the bathroom right now. I feel like I'm about to take off in my national championship race, like when I was in high school. I feel like I'm about to take the stage of the summit for cheerleading. It's in here. Okay. Taped to the inside of the box. There's a heat pack. You guys! Waiting for one that I like for a few months. There was one point when I almost pulled the trigger and I almost got one. But then I was like, no, I'm gonna wait. Doesn't quite feel right. Here it is. I have been saving for this plant for months. Months, you guys. Loosen these sutures up. I'm so nervous I'm gonna cut it on accident. Oh my God. You guys, this is just one of my favorite plants in the whole world. I'm just gonna enjoy this moment for a second, because... Okay, here we go. You guys ready? Ladies and gentlemen, her. Oh my God. Okay. So this is how it came packaged. It has this extra strong tape in there. It actually has these lines that run through it, so that way the tape is basically like untearable. Looks like that. Came wrapped in this, bubble wrap and paper, a wet towel around the roots. All right, here she is. Oh my gosh, I love it too. I saw this. I was literally going to sleep. That's why I ordered it so early in the morning. Going to sleep, and I checked my man Varigata 777's website, just because that's what I do. I usually fall asleep looking on Etsy. I don't know why, it's just like really relaxing. He had a bunch of listings, but this is the one that like really, really stuck out to me. And I think it's because of how green it is. Lately, I've been super duper into green plants. I texted my friends immediately and I was like, do I get it? Do I get it? Do I get it? And they were like, yes, you've earned it. You work your butt off. And I decided to pull the trigger, and he is beautiful, isn't he? I love it so much. We also have a child on the way, so you can see him right there. He has a nice little water root. I have made tons of videos, online plant shopping videos, telling you guys what to look for when you are wanting to buy an albo online. I did buy this from Varigata 777, the shop that I've been preaching to you guys about for a long time. I'm gonna show you why why I decided on this plant. The variegation is very even. I'm not a fan of this big white section. It is beautiful, but what I was a fan of was the fact that the variegation was on the left and there was none on the right. Sectoral areas on plants. So the fact that this entire side was completely green and this entire side was the variegated side really stuck out to me. Also, I noticed that this leaf is super duper marbled and it doesn't have the same trait as a massive white section as this leaf does. I figured that that would be a safe bet. I never personally buy or think that they're pretty like the albos that have the big white sections, because anyone who knows albos knows that those will most likely melt if you aren't perfectly good at taking care of them. I do have a friend who is amazing at taking care of those types of albos. Her name is Chloe. She's at Planted in Provo on Instagram. I'm just not one of those people who's really good at taking care of them. So I want a more marbled leaf if I can help it, because personally I just think that that's the prettiest type of variegation. But this was like a bonus because not only is this lower half marbled, but also the entire half on this side is green. So we know that this is for sure a top cutting and it's active, and that's gonna keep coming in. Plant is rooted already, so like this is rooting, and then these teeny tiny little white spots along here are new places where the root is also going to further keep putting out some more roots. We have our axial bud, which is right there. If you didn't know, houseplants without an axial bud, even if there's a node, will not keep growing. They need an axial bud to grow from. Obviously, miracles can happen. Plants have a will to live, but it's pretty safe to say that you don't ever want to buy something without this little axial bud right there. This plant checked off every single thing that I was looking for. Additionally, it was a little bit more expensive than I think I would have liked. I wish I had bought one a little bit sooner. The shop's prices seem to be going up just a little bit, not tremendously. They're still affordable for what you're getting, especially compared to market price. I paid more for this than I think I would have liked to. If it had been like $80 less, I think that that would have made a little bit more sense. I don't mind that much because I paid in the $300 range, and I have 1, 2, 3 leaves, and obviously this one is not out yet, but it is going to come out. It's in the process of coming out, even though it's been cut. This is farther out than it was in the photo, so I know for sure it's still coming out. So that's about $100 a leaf, which is about what I was expecting, even though it's not out yet. In my opinion, I think that because I saved up for the last few months to be able to afford this, and I had the money for it, I think that this was a good buy for me. I also did recently just donate my other albo to a local greenhouse. I'm not gonna tell you guys which one because I don't want you guys to go there and freaking steal it. The one that got the cold damage to a local greenhouse. So I was looking to replace it anyways, and the timing just lined up super duper perfectly. I still have my Botanica's albo, like the cutting that's growing in from the node. The one that had the teeny weird leaf and the kind of damage on the front, I donated that one. So I still only have 2 albos. I don't now have 3. I'm really sad that the other one got cold damage because it had put out 5 new leaves for me, and it was bigger than it was almost bigger than it was when I had originally bought it. And I was really looking forward to taking the cuttings, rooting them, and then giving some away and then selling a few. That's okay. Sometimes things don't go the way you want, and I'm really glad that that gave me an opportunity to welcome this little guy into my life, because I mean, come on. Oh my god, you're so cool. I'm like trying to stay calm so I don't seem like I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying to stay calm, but it's getting really, really, really hard. So I thought that together we could pot him up. Brooke Seedle pot that is empty now. So let's go do that. So it's been a minute. I just got off the phone with a friend who called as soon as I had finished filming that clip. So let's get down to business. I was gonna pot this plant up in one of the Brooke Seedle pots downstairs, but I've decided I wanna keep growing it in semi-hydro for a little bit longer before it gets potted up. So I'm gonna be potting it up with some perlite. Oh my god, I got something in my eye. What the heck was this? We're gonna push through the pain. Gonna take this bad boy, fill him up with just a little bit. Just a little bit. We're gonna take this boy right the heck in there, just like this. I tilted you down at this weird angle for just a few seconds. Whew. There we go. And there she is. And I brought a little water bottle up from stairs, which we are going to pour in here. Just enough. I'd say that's pretty good. We got our guy. Okay, so we got our guy. Here he is in his full glory. Here's it compared to my heckin' head. How big it is. This leaf is a little bit bigger than my head. The baby who's gonna keep coming in, and we're excited to meet him. The water that I poured, it comes up just to the root. So the water stops right here, which is where we want it to stop. You don't want to fill the whole thing up with water because that can lead to rot problems. We just want it to stay nice and compacted and heavy so that we can move this guy around and he's not gonna wiggle around in the pot. So yeah, I think that my overall review of Varigata 777 is a 9 out of 10. I don't want to like give them a perfect, I don't want to give a perfect score where like a perfect score might not be like deserved. Honestly, I would have given it a 10 out of 10 if it had pretty packaging, branded tape, a little bit more care had gone into maybe a note or something to the customer, but this was definitely like a 5 out of 5 or a 9 out of 10. Depending on your zip code, shipping for me cost, I think it was $43.78, which is totally fine. I think that that price is totally perfect and fair, especially if you're gonna get it literally the next day. Like I ordered this yesterday at 1 in the morning. I went through all day yesterday. It was delivered to me today. It was officially delivered at noon and I picked it up at 1. Yeah, but I think as far as customer service, he was actually willing to let me pick out one that I wanted last week, and I decided not to because I decided I wasn't actually going to buy an albo. But then I saw this one. I couldn't say no. I mean, like I could have said no, but I literally had been saving up for one, so I decided to pull the trigger, and I'm really happy that I did because I think that this plant and I will have a really, really fun time in the future together. The heat pack is literally still warm in the box. He taped it with extra secure tape that's not just gonna rip off. It was wrapped in bubble wrap. I think that the paper towel idea is really smart because moss can dry out pretty fast, especially when it's being shipped. Overall, I would rank this a 9 out of 10. Yeah, that's my review of Varigata 777. I'll link them in the description if you want to go check them out. I talk about them a lot on this channel. I think that the shop is probably the best place to buy albos on the internet right now. There are some other cheaper shops, but they make the same mistakes that this shop made 2 years ago, which is that a lot of the plants are literally cut and then immediately sold. He told me that this was a fresh cut, but like this has at least been rooting for 3 or 4 days to develop a water root to make it viable to ship. A lot of places will sell like fully rotting plants or, you know, like things like that. So even though it's just, it's low, way less expensive than market value for an albo right now, I think that this shop is one of the best shops to buy them from at least on the internet right now. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that I was able to help you understand like kind of the thought process I go through when I choose something that is. I'll give you guys tons of updates on this guy as we go through the next couple days together, the next couple weeks. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please make sure you hit like and subscribe if you haven't yet. I also have YouTube memberships, which you can check out at the link in the description. I have a ton of really cute merch I've been working on, which you can also check out in the description. Yeah, leave me any more questions, comments, or concerns you have in the description. I've literally only heard nice things about this shop. I'm just excited to have a Varigata 777 albo. I'm excited about that. Anyways, thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you in the next houseplant section. Goodbye. I just got so exposed. I've been exposed. Exposing myself, question mark? Okay, bye. Extra special thanks to Botanica's, Crazy Chick Vintage, The Planted Carly Flower, and Tara Wolfgame for the extra support on this channel. Thank you so much.